Good morning to all of you. Myself Irfan Khan from ALCHEM Science Tutorials. Again today I bring one of the important topic of biology. The name of the topic is study of pollination and its type. As you know that the process of pollination is played one of the vital role in the production of flower containing plants. So this procedure is basically used to production of seed in different type of plants. So there are two types of the pollination is mostly found: self-pollination and cross-pollination. So let's understand what is meant by pollination and its type. Pollination is one of the process in which transportation of pollen grain from anthers to stigma of flower is called as pollination. You can see here, this is one of the stigma, is one of the reproductive organ of plants, and anther is also one of the reproductive organ of plant. So pollen grain is going to transfer from anthers to stigma of the flower with the help of different type of insect or winds. These are the two factors which play one of the vital role in the process of pollination. Pollination is basically just a transfer of pollen grain from anthers to stigma is called as pollination. Basically two types of the pollination is found in case of plants. One of the self-pollination and cross-pollination. So let's understand what is meant by self-pollination. Self-pollination means transportation of pollen grain from anthers to stigma of same flower is called as self-pollination. You can see here, this is one of the single flower, and anther of this flower and stigma of same flower, means no other flower is involved in this case, means anther will going to transfer to the same stigma of same flower. So such a pollination is known as self-pollination. Means whenever the transfer of pollination or transfer of pollen grain takes place in the same flower is called as self-pollination. And second one type is cross-pollination. In this case you can just understand transfer of pollen grain takes place from one flower to another flower, means same flower is not there. Sometimes the stigma of one flower and anther of other flower, means two flower is there. So transfer of pollen grain from one flower to another flower of stigma and anther takes place, then such a pollination is called as cross-pollination. You can see here, this is A and B. This is of the same flower, but transfer of pollen grain from A flower to the B flower takes place. So that's why two different flower is there. So such a type of pollination is known as cross-pollination. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe our channel for more educational videos.